Hey, I'm live. Jeez. I just feel compelled to say something about what's going on. So I feel like I walked into a room and two people are fighting, and one of them was my friend, and I went in there and was wondering why he's fighting with the other guy or something, and then I said something, and then they came back and said, just started insulting me or something. That's how I feel about Trump. It's like, did I miss something? Um, I don't understand why he's acting the way he is. Um, I can only, I can't, I never really believed Trump was 100% honest. I think he does lie when it's his advantage to do so, and I can only conclude that he is lying because first of all, here's signs somebody's lying. They change their story. First, he was all for releasing the Epstein file, investigating Epstein, investigating corruption surrounding it. And he seems to, I don't know if I remember any speeches or anything, but I don't recall ever thinking, oh, he doesn't know anything about this. It always seems like he knew. Dan Bongino, who he had hired as, he picked as his deputy, whatever you call it, FBI chief or whatever. And I think Cash Patel also, they all were talking about that. Um, they kept promising they're going to release the files. Pam Bondi did. At no point did Trump say, why are these people doing this? At no point did they do that. Then all of a sudden it's like he does this complete 180, says it's fake news. It's the same as the Russiagate hoax. The Russiagate hoax had absolutely no basis in truth whatsoever. So is he saying that like Epstein doesn't exist? There's no such thing. I don't know. And um, he's lying. And the reason why he's lying, I can only speculate. But it's really making him it look like he has an interest, personal interest, in not having that information looked into. Don't look into it. And so he is. The more people push on him, the more he pushes back. Instead of like kind of like trying to appease them and trying to fix this. Now he's a lame duck, so he doesn't have to worry about getting reelected. So if he doesn't have to worry about getting reelected, he doesn't have to. He wouldn't have any motivation to lie. But if there was some criminal implication to him or something really damning in all this information, then he does. Now, I have no reason to believe at all that Trump was involved in this Epstein debacle at all. Uh, when Epstein was on his Mar-a-Lago, he kicked him out. But I heard something. Someone said, it's hard to tell what the truth is. I heard someone saying that Epstein knew Trump for a while, like he was friends with him or something. So I'm really confused. If you're Donald Trump and you're watching this, you really got me confused. You need to do some splaining. You got some splaining to do because I think you're lying. Okay, I just think you're full of shit. Okay, why are you being so defensive about it? Why are you being so angry about it? There's so many other things to get pissed off about, and then like okay, so like you go okay, Epstein stuff. I'm not into that. Okay, right. Okay, and then every time they would interview you, you would just go I'm not into that. But then it gets escalated because you're like dismissing it, and all these people are mad. So now the Democrats are going, now we got him, now we got him. And so now they're doing it. So now all of a sudden it's the Democrats are the ones that are creating this fake news. No, the Democrats are just reacting to something, a little wedge that's being put in the MAGA base. Uh, and I think the thing it is about it that I don't like, that's personally pissing me off, is I was I was a voter, a Trump voter. Okay, I'm not 100% supporter only because um, of his personality, the way he communicates, and the fact that he does lie. I can't defend somebody like that. You're on your own, buddy. And so there is a little division going on, and um, he is just pushing them away. And I guess he is kind of reliving something. Some people are explaining that he relived. Look, I'm not a shrink. I'm not a psychologist or psychiatrist. I don't even know how to even. I don't even know what the difference between psychologists and psychiatrists is. A psychologist does studies you, and a psychiatrist gives you pills. I don't know, or gives you pills in therapy or whatever. But maybe I need it. No, I need it now. I think I need some counseling right now, man. So, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So I don't want to analyze it. Why should I? He should be laying it all out to me so that it's easy to understand. What are you thinking? What is your approach on this? What are the exceptions to the rule? Are you just painting a broad brush that anybody that gives a damn about the Epstein thing? We're talking about people in power, elite people that are. It's a sex slave. It's sex trade. Okay. It's. Oh, your economy's great. Well, that's wonderful. But if we have a country that has people getting away with uh, rape and sex slaves and all this evil pedophilia and all this bribery and all this, like, we don't even know how Brian Epstein made his millions, or if he has millions. We don't even know how he could afford that island. We don't know nothing about him. Nothing has come out. Nobody's explaining any of that. So are you telling me that you don't want to investigate somebody that we know nothing about? We don't know if he's an agent. Ghislaine Maxwell, she's in jail. She's in jail for pandering or something like that. But none of the perpetrators, none of the clients are even mentioned or even known. They don't go after the clients. Last I heard, it's illegal, especially if it's a minor. Uh, so you're telling me that I am as stupid and I'm weak and I'm not your supporter because I give a damn about rape and give a damn about babies getting killed. I mean, not killed, being, well, it's basically the same thing. You probably snuff them off. There's kidnapping. It's a big deal. They're kidnapping babies. They're abducting girls, or on the internet. They're luring girls to get into these situations where they end up becoming a prostitute. All this stuff is going on. He's one of the main figures that I've seen that's doing this, and it's involving people. From what I understand, some of the clients were people that were prominent people in our society. Dershowitz says that Alan Dershowitz, who was Epstein's lawyer at one time, said that uh, they're all, none of them are current politicians, but they're people in the past that have been politicians and people in power in the past and stuff like that. So okay, so that happened a long time ago. Oh, okay, never mind. But the thing is, those people are still out there. They committed these crimes, and there's no investigation into it. That's it. And release the list. I don't want the release list. I want those people to be. I don't care about the list. All I care about is the people who did the things that are on the list, and that something happens to them, and exposing them is just a easy way out for them. Oh, just show people, hey, look at this guy, and investigate these people. And just like, okay, I don't want any list. Why don't you? If you can't release a list, I get it. Okay, you can't release the list because there could be innocent people on it, because we're making allegations that we can't prove. What about the videos? Oh, they're all child porn? Okay, well, I get that. You don't want to put child porn out on the internet. So why don't you go through and investigate and find out if there's any uh, people of these videos that are videoed on that island and who they are, if there's any prominent people. And if there are people that are prominent people that you know who, you can identify the person on the video, then you go bust them. But we have this double standard of I think Trump just doesn't get it. He doesn't get it, what it's like to be us little people, that they can just give us a ticket, and if we don't like it, we can't pay it, we go to jail or whatever. I mean, there's all this evil stuff going. In the law everywhere. Laws everywhere. We can't do anything. We're breaking laws because we just can't survive without breaking laws practically. And they throw people in jail. They raid people's houses and all kinds of stuff. And those people, they get away with murder practically. Actually, they do get away with murder, and nobody wants to say anything about it. So you think that I'm an idiot? That this is some kind of this is some kind. See, you're not explaining it, and it's not my job to figure it out. My job is just to go, oh, okay, fuck you then. You know, it's like it's not my job to uh, it's not my job to sit here and try and figure out what you're thinking. You got to communicate it in a way that's good. Otherwise, I can't support you. If somebody says you support Trump, I'm gonna say no, I can't because he's a lying sack of shit. And I'd say, oh, what about the economy? What about that? Well, that's fine, but he's still a liar, and I can't defend people that are lying and are trying to cover up something. He's trying to cover up. He's breaking laws. He's trying to cover up something. That's illegal. You can't cover up a crime. So if you're going to cover up a crime, you can't. How can we support you if you're doing illegal stuff, and you're covering up for criminals and you're lying? We can't. So you're screwed. There's no. It doesn't matter about the midterms because the Republicans are already distancing themselves from that, and they're always trying to get the Epstein files released and all that stuff. They're all trying to appease everybody. Trump is not, and so he must see something coming. He must see something coming that, and I don't know what it is. I can't understand it. It just blows my mind. But the way he is acting is like a guilty person, just like Clinton did. He's acting like Clinton did big time. You know, pounding on his podium, you people, I will not do this. I did not have relations with this woman, you know, and all that stuff. And he's just lying about it. He's just like everybody else. Okay, yeah, he's doing a great job, but it's like it's for his ego, or I don't know. I don't want to try and figure this guy out. It's just he's a lying sack of shit. Sorry, but that's the way it is, folks. Sorry to give it to you like that.